Imagine trapping a full level 16 boss without dying, or buying 140 megaboxes for just $2. Surely not possible, right? Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over the 10 most insane bugs that were ever in the history of Brawl Stars, including the 2 most broken glitches ever found at the end of the video. Ever wanted to know what happens when you beat boss fight? It does take quite a bit of time if you're just playing it normally and get to Insane 16 one by one, but you didn't always have to be like that. About 4 years ago, there was once a bug that would completely change this, because when gadgets were added at the start of 2020, there was a bug that actually came with one of them that made boss fight one of the easiest modes in the game. All you had to do was take the El Primo gadget and just throw the boss on water for an easy win, which was obviously way easier than today, but there were bugs that made other stuff way easier, because turns out that there is a way to do something like this with the next bug that for some time ruined one game mode. This bug that I'm talking about goes quite a while back. Remember when Solo Showdown had modifiers? Well, it did make the game a lot more chaotic and unbalanced, but it was pretty fun until we had the mushroom modifier. Now, normally it was just a regular harmless modifier, just spawning random mushrooms that heal you for 1000 HP a second, but there was sometimes a bug with this one modifier, because once in a while these mushrooms would specifically target one person, and because at the time the smoke only did 1000 damage a second, this bug basically gave you infinite survivability in the smoke. Yeah, that sounds pretty up to me, but not as bad as this next bug. A bug that people could abuse super easily. A bug that relates to one of the worst gadgets in the game, because when Lily got her second ammo a few months ago, she obviously became super OP and everyone hated it, but there was one side effect to her gadget. If you took Lily's second gadget and instead of throwing it on someone, you threw it on yourself really quickly, something very cool would happen. At first it does absolutely nothing, but when you get another super, you would see something weird. Every single super that you get from now on has the gadget on it. Every single super that you get until you die and you lose everything. But what about another bug that can actually make you lose so much time? Imagine going into a normal game where you just play Mortis in Brawl Ball. You know, nothing too insane, but this time for some reason you play against a Willow. Now, that's bad for that guy. Why are you using Willow against Mortis? You start playing the game, charge a little bit of your super, and you're just waiting for it. The one special moment where you have a super and chain on everyone. Well, you go in ready for a super and the Willow starts controlling you. Okay, so you wait the 5 seconds, but at the end, the Willow just wastes your super completely. Wait, what? I thought it's not possible for this to happen. And I can confirm this bug happened to me a few times and it is extremely messed up. But what about the bug that helps you? A bug that isn't super annoying to face and doesn't do unfair things in the game. Let's go back a bit to a pretty interesting time in the game, just after some people quit and some will want to come back to. I'm talking about the update that removed boxes. This update was pretty controversial for obvious reasons. Everyone in this community is just hella addicted to gambling, I guess. Boxes did make the progression a lot more unique and fun though, but this update added more, because in this update something happened to one of the features in the game that nobody really expected. This update changed the trophy road from boxes to credits, and because of that there was a really massive bug. For a short period of time, every single player could recollect every single item that he already took from the trophy road, which would give out a ton of progression and would force the devs to literally give us more. I mean, that's some crazy manipulations from the community, not gonna lie, but it did work out for us. What didn't work out was for another bug to stay, a bug that was just a ton of fun, and it wasn't a damaging thing with this one. It was mostly just a fun bug that people could use for a ton of goofy experiences, a bug that goes back over so long ago and could actually let you play in never before seen dumb ways. This was the star power swap bug. Now, it's not as easy as it may sound. You probably think about just swapping star powers, but it didn't always happen. If you had a brawler selected for a friendly battle and then at the last second chosen another brawler, it would give you the second brawler with the star power of the first one, which would lead to a ton of crazy moments and could even kill your own teammates. Wait, what? After the recent Brawl Stars event with SpongeBob, we all got to see one thing. Trio Showdown is a really fun idea for a mode. If you ignore the trophy inconsistencies and just focus on the gameplay, it was really cool. But did you know that Trio Showdown isn't actually a new mode and was playable in the game once? Well, not really, but there was something close to it. A few years ago there was something wrong in one of the modes. At the time there was a bug in Duo Showdown that was pretty mysterious. In some cases, instead of having a duo, you had a trio? Yes, this is how it looked like, and to this day I don't think many people actually have info about it. The only thing that is known is that one team had only one person and one team was basically Trio Showdown. And speaking of Showdown, it is really cool that in this latest update we finally had win traders removed from the game. This was so annoying for trophy pushers, But did you know that win trading actually used to have another thing with it? A bug that would make it about 10,000 times worse. Yes, a version of win trading without the trading and just winning? You see, in the past, Brawl Stars actually had a bug in solo showdown that would make that possible. Now if you go to solo and the fight is really close at the end, you might get first or second or third. But back in the early days, if every player in the lobby died at the exact same time from the smoke, everyone would get first place. I mean, the only downside that win traders had is that you have to lose, but without it, it's just so broken. Good thing we don't have that with the recent win traders. Imagine that, right? Still not as bad as being two brawlers in one though. That would be just completely game breaking in so many ways. Well, turns out that this was actually possible once, and the story for it is pretty insane. Imagine going to play Brawl Stars with your favorite character, RT. He was your favorite for such a long time, and for the past 6 months you have just been using him only as a main. He's your main since he came out and you bought his battle pass, and you still use his Crimson RT skin. But one day after the Hypercharge update in September of 2023, something starts to feel off. You load into a game and something feels special. That's right, on September of 2023, there was a bug that affected RT in a way so broken that it literally made him two brawlers in one. Every time that you used your main attack, it would shoot a normal shot and do a circle attack just like your super. How the fuck did this even happen? And this made RT for a few days so broken only because of this one goofy bug. But what about something else? A bug that doesn't just affect temporarily. A bug that if you had it, the effect of it would last so long that it would just completely change the game in a way that nothing else could ever come close to. Because the thing is that a bug like this did actually happen. This bug for a super small majority of the player base would give them so much for so little. Let's go back a bit. Almost 3 years ago to the start of 2022, Brawl Stars wanted to put out a few offers, just like always to celebrate a new event. The devs had everything ready to just put out this new Mega Box offer, one of these weird progression offers that only whale J's really touch. So when the shop refreshed one day on January of 2022, they would put out 3 offers. The first one was 5,000 coins and 10 Mega Boxes for $9.99, an offer that gives out 3x value. The second offer was 14 Mega Boxes for $19.99, which also gives out 3x value. And the third offer was about 300 coins and 140 Mega Boxes for $199, being 3x value? What the hell is going on? Turns out that someone at Supercell accidentally put out an offer that sells 140 Mega Boxes for just $2. And yes, people could literally buy this thing. So right when it happened, OJ, Lex, Charles 3, and so many other people rushed to abuse this offer and get 140 Mega Boxes for literally $2. And after 26 minutes of this offer being in the game, someone would finally put a stop. So the offer disappeared, and nothing like it would ever come back to Brawl Stars to this day. But if you want the 140 Mega Boxes for $2 to come back, the only thing that you have to do is just subscribe right now.